A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic shift, the banks of the Rio Grande, which once teemed with hopeful migrants crossing from Mexico into the United States, now appear almost deserted. This stark transformation is largely attributed to the stringent immigration policies enacted by the Biden administration, coupled with the charged political atmosphere as the upcoming presidential election looms. Recent statistics reveal that encounters between U.S. Border Patrol agents and migrants attempting to cross illegally have plummeted to approximately 54,000 in September, a significant drop from a staggering peak of nearly 250,000 in December of the previous year. This decline indicates the success of American deterrence strategies in curbing illegal immigration. Many migrants, fearing harsh penalties for illegal entry and the perilous risks associated with human smuggling, have opted to wait for appointments to seek asylum rather than attempt to cross the border clandestinely. This change in behavior is reflective of the heightened rhetoric surrounding immigration, which has become a divisive issue in the current election cycle. Jorge Luis Ocando, a 28-year-old from Venezuela, was among those who initially intended to cross the border illegally. However, upon arriving at the U.S.-Mexico border, he found the situation more complicated than anticipated. "It's better to enter legally," Ocando stated after successfully obtaining an appointment through the CBP-1 mobile application, which allows migrants to request asylum at designated border points. His experience exemplifies the shift in strategy among migrants, who are now prioritizing legal entry over the risks associated with illegal crossings. The Biden administration's decision to limit asylum requests at the border has further influenced this trend. In June, President Biden issued an order that effectively restricted the number of asylum seekers allowed to enter the U.S. each day. The implications of this policy are evident in the reduced number of migrants attempting to cross the border. While many are relieved by the drop in arrivals, it raises questions about the future of U.S. immigration policy, especially in light of the upcoming election. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump has vowed to implement the most extensive mass deportation of undocumented migrants in U.S. history if he wins the election against his Democratic opponent, Kamala Harris. This promise has resonated with many voters who view immigration as a pressing issue. In contrast, Harris has maintained a tough stance on immigration, warning of consequences for those who enter the country illegally. The current political climate has created a sense of uncertainty among migrants, many of whom are concerned about the potential changes in policy depending on the outcome of the election. For instance, Denia Ramirez, a 37-year-old Honduran, expressed her fears about the dangers of illegal crossings, stating, "We prefer not to risk entering illegally, especially for the sake of our children's lives." Such sentiments are echoed by many migrants who now prioritize safety and legal entry routes. The decrease in migrant arrivals has also alleviated some of the pressures faced by shelters in Ciudad Juarez, which had been overwhelmed by the influx of migrants in previous months. Enrique Valenzuela, a migration coordinator in Chihuahua State, noted that shelters are currently around 40% full, a significant improvement from the overcrowded conditions seen earlier this year. However, the ongoing challenges faced by migrants, including the threat of violence and exploitation, remain a pressing concern. As the election approaches, the stakes continue to rise for both migrants and policymakers. The outcome will undoubtedly shape the future of immigration policy in the United States, and many are left wondering what the next chapter will hold for those seeking a better life across the border. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.